Hello, I'm Warren from Terminal Velocity, and today we've got an S2000. Right, we've got an S2000, my auntie's S2000, so thank you very much, Auntie Pam. I'm not smiling at all, but thank you very much for letting me lend it and to do this review. But no, we've got an S2000 here today because I've been thinking, and I've seen a few things on YouTube. A lot of people modify other cars, and I think the S2000 is probably one of the best convertibles you probably can buy. I mean, it's actually legendary. The engine, everything's great about it. But I want to know if you could spend the same sort of money. This car probably could fetch 15 grand. It's only 50k on it. It's in really good nick. So probably could fetch 15k if you get the right buyer and if you advertise it in the right place. But if you spent 15 grand on something else, what would the difference be? Something like this. An MR2. So, admittedly, this is my MR2, okay, I'm not going to lie, all right? But I bought this for less than 15 grand. Now, you can pick up a standard MR2 for a good one for about 3 grand. Sometimes a lot less, sometimes less than £1,000. This one, however, has been modified a lot, and it's got a little bit more horsepower than the S2000, and it still costs less than that. So what I want to do is show you what a modified MR2 is compared to an S2000, what the difference is, what the power difference is, what you can expect if you're going to modify an MR2 and spend the same sort of money that you would on a standard S2000. Now, I'm not slating the S2000 at all, because I absolutely love them, and I've already said to my Auntie Pam, when she's done with it, I want to buy it. So I really do want it. But I do like my speed as well, so this is my track toy, really. So yes, it has had a lot of done. It's had coilovers. It has a 3.5 litre V6 engine, the same one you get out of a Lotus Evora. Okay, so we're around about 280-ish horsepower, maybe a tad more. Coilovers, light and flywheel, and a paint job. So not a lot else has been done. It's quite a standard engine, really. But I'm now going to show you the differences of the MR2 to the S2000, because I've seen on YouTube the S2000 has been put up against a K20 out of a Honda Civic, and it was very close to an MR2, if not sort of identical in time and speed. So we're going to now do a little test, just see how they handle differently. They are very different cars. Obviously, one has the engine in the rear, or the middle, shall I say, and one has it in the front. Okay, so I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to let the cars do the talking. Plenty of video coming up, guys, so here we go. What happened there, Jamie? Did you stall it?
Yeah, I was a bit too sharp.
Did you just stall it again, Jamie?
Yes, I did. I don't know how. My legs are not long enough.
Torque in the MR2 that I've got in with my 2GRFE engine in it, the instant grunt off the line really is quite good. Compared to this is just like, how do I describe it? Just like you're getting out of bed in the morning until you reach about 6,500–7,000 reps. Like you're a bit slow, big old yawn, and then right, I'm ready to go. That's what the S2000's like. And when it is on song, when you get to that 6,500–7,000 in the VTEC, whatever you want to call it, range, I'm not sure. I think it might be just as quick as the MR2. But obviously, where it lets down is the build up to it. You know, the time it takes to get to that. So that's why I'm interested in doing a rolling 40 half mile. That could be really good, because obviously I could do that in second gear in the S2000, and you're pretty much on song, I think. So it could be really interesting little race between the MR2 and this S2000. like my MR2's a 2002, so yeah, that would be 20 years. It's a classic status car now, so that only means they're going up in value. And you know what, the S2000 already has a cult following. People love it, and I can understand why. It's a really good handling car. It feels on point. It really does. Whatever you do, it's so precise. It really does, even in standard form. And it's really, really easy. I was doing some hard turning and putting the throttle on mid-corner, and it's really easy to know what the car's going to do. However, in the MR2, it's a thunderstorm. It's an absolute whirlwind. You really got to give it some boot to get the back end out, and when you do, it really comes round quick, really quick. So, and then you've got to be on, you know, ready for it to catch it. And if you're not ready for it, you wave bye-bye, it will just spin you around in a circle. But the good thing about the MR2 is it does have a lot of torque and a lot more power, so you can just give it the boot and then straighten yourself back up a bit. A standard MR2, I doubt you'll be able to do that, very much doubt it. Even a 2ZZ, you wouldn't be able to do that. But you know what, classic status, that only means one thing really. I know the S2000 is deserving of classic status and price is rising, but the MR2, 100%, even in standard form, they are great little cars. Really, really good. They're so direct, like as soon as you turn the steering wheel, they're going. They're going where you want it to go. So agile. It's a hard one, you know, because they are cheap. MR2s are cheap. They deserve better. They really, really do. Such a good car. And if you can afford to give it a bit more poke, and I know that's not staying true to Toyota. Well, in mine is a Toyota engine in the MR2, but you know, if you want to give it a bit more poke with another engine, say this K24 in the MR2, you've got a serious weapon. I'm telling you, a serious weapon of a car. Because the MR2 is a lot lighter than the S2000, and it don't take a lot of work to make them even lighter. So your decision, guys. I know what I've chosen and I'm glad I have. It's a bloody quick car, and I do have a lot of fun in it. But you know, the S2000 is great in standard form as well, but I know you could just easily upgrade this. But the thing is, these S2000s cost a lot of money now, a lot of money. So 15 grand, I reckon this one's probably worth. Alright, if not 15, 12. 12 is probably fair. So, you know, my MR2, I mean, I don't know how much it's worth, probably about 15 grand, 12, 15 grand, with a 3.5 litre V6 in it. If you had a standard one with a 140 horsepower, 1.8 litre engine, a 52 reg one, you probably get for 2 grand, maybe 3 grand. It's mind-boggling when it really isn't that far away of being as good as the S2000. So yeah, tricky one, guys, tricky one. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. I'll see you all soon.